Yeah, so it was throwing it down with rain. So I've just nipped out to get my laptop out of the car, to get this, to put my phone on, to make the video. And as I'm crossing the road, there's one car and there's someone in that, and they're shaking their head because I'm stood in the middle. I was safe, but I was in the middle. You know, where you're not crossing, you're not in anyone's way, you're just getting the quickest way across the road. Anyway, she was like shaking her head like this. And her perspective was, stupid woman, why is she standing in the middle of the road? The next woman was like, yeah, you can go. Because obviously it's raining and she's letting me go. For me, I didn't care either way. I didn't expect anyone to stop, nor did I want to go the long way around. So for me, I'm not bothered. It was safe, it was a slow street, like there's nothing wrong with where I stood. I wasn't in any car's way. But the perspective of the people from the first to the second was completely different, right? And again, my reaction to the woman shaking her head and not being happy about it, I knew that's not about me. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about her. Now, this isn't because I think that this situation is a big deal. I'm sharing this because this is like a reflection of life. Like, we can choose how to reflect upon the situation, in every situation. Is it about us? No, it's all about the person's perspective because of their experience and where they are right in that moment, and from everything they've been through up to that point in their life. And this shows up in every area, whether it's something as small as that or something really big. And why is this important to know and to remember and to reflect upon? Because we've all had different lives, different experiences, right? Each and every one of us. So if you remember that and really understand that, you will not take things personally, and you will continue to show up as you regardless. And it takes a certain kind of strength and wisdom to do this and an understanding, but when you've had so many experiences in life and challenges, it really helps you to have a new, higher perspective of each situation, which then helps you to feel better, which then helps you to, feel, and that's what matters, is how we feel, to then live in that moment of peace, understanding, less reactivity. And sometimes we don't understand, right? And that's okay. And sometimes other people won't understand us, and that's okay. But yeah, this is a very reflective video, but it just felt it was a non-logical call to share, because it's, what I've learned is when we share from authenticity and inspiration, and I saw 333 on the clock there, that is when you're on the right path. This wasn't I'm going to share this video because it's connected to this offer or something that I'm doing, because I share things that are like that as well. But this is a sharing from connection and from me voicing my truth, which then helps others to feel less disconnected, right? I can understand what I'm going to do with this video after. I can decide that after. But in this moment, all I need to know is, what am I doing in this moment? What am I inspired to do? And again, coming from that place, one step at a time, helps so much to slow down the racing thoughts or the overthinking. There's very much a difference between having a reflection on something and a higher understanding, and then overthinking. There's also a fine line, by the way. But yeah, I wanted to share about environments, right? And how each environment that we're in, whether that's your social, your familiar, whether that's soul or blood, work, your business, your job, your living environment, any connection, any space and circle and circumstance, we can learn and grow from that. There's often this want and need to, and this is something I've experienced, it's like you want to be further ahead, so to speak, from where you are, or it's great to have goals and it's great to create, right? But where you are, there is so much to learn from that. So it's having that balance of learning from where you are and having this awareness that this is teaching me something, whether it's your relationship, right? Your romantic relationship, which is what I talk about a lot because I'm a relationship coach, yeah? Or whether it's any kind of other environment, right? Any environment where it involves other people. We can learn so much from each one whilst being inspired to create where we want to go. But where you are is where you're supposed to be. It's a journey, not a destination. Gratitude and self-awareness are the two things that really help to keep you grounded in this moment, whilst also looking forward to where you're going, okay? Reflecting back upon how far you've come to get to this point and how much you've changed, right? It's priceless. We need to learn to get out of our heads as well in order to receive these downloads so that we can feel this contentment and gratitude and peace in this now. What helps me to do that is being alone, okay? Like driving in the car, being in nature, resting, whatever, when I've not got input, external input. But also not being alone all the time, because then you're not going to learn the lessons that your soul has chosen to come in to learn, right? Like relationships, whether that's romantic, family, friends, soul family, whoever. So it's about balance, okay? Balance, perspective, gratitude, reflection. Whoever's watching this, just know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Keep shining.